warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I will introduce our company. Our company name is Mastermind Co. Ltd. It was founded on 2016. We manufactured ceiling fans and air conditioner. It was located at Taman Cukai, Kemaman, Terengganu. Now, let's talk about basic economic concept. First basic economic concept is scarcity. Due to scarcity, we bear the problem in terms of capital because to produce ceiling fans and air conditioner, we need to use machinery. But since the COVID-19 that happens nowadays, economy in our country downturn. Therefore, our company get affected. Second basic economic concept is choice. Our company has chosen to produce more ceiling fans than air conditioner based on our quantity demand. Third basic economic concept is opportunity cost. Therefore, our company decide to produce more ceiling fans than air conditioner. So, our opportunity cost of producing ceiling fans is air conditioner. Next, the basic economic problem. Firstly, what and how much to produce. We will produce both of the ceiling fans and air conditioner. But based on our quantity demand, we will produce more ceiling fans because the demand of ceiling fans is higher than the demand of air conditioner. Secondly, how to produce. In order to settle this problem, we need to choose capital-intensive method or labor-intensive method in producing our product. In order to produce ceiling fans and air conditioner, we need to use machinery. Therefore, our company decided to use capital-intensive method. However, at some point, we will also apply labor-intensive method. Lastly, for whom to produce. Our target is for low or high income because we will produce different type of ceiling fans based on their income so that our buyer will feel satisfied with our product.
The definition of demand is the ability and the willingness of a consumer to buy goods and services at a certain price level, place and time range. The diagram and table show about the law of demand, which is the relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. As shown, the higher the price per unit, the lower the quantity demanded. Hence, it will cause the demand curve to become downward sloping. During this CMCO, the price of our ceiling fan has increased slightly. It is because our company has been forced to increase the price of our product in order to avoid our company to become bankrupt because of the COVID-19 before this. Hence, it will cause the movement outward along the demand curve due to the change in price. After the company has decided to increase the price of our good during the pandemic situation, we plan to decrease the price to its normal price so that more consumers will buy our product back after this. Hence, it will cause the movement downward along the demand curve due to the change in price. Due to CMCO, most of our consumers just stay at their home, which means they spend most of their time in front of the television and smartphone. Therefore, our company decided to take this opportunity to promote our product through advertisement at the television and shopping online websites such as Lazada and Shopee. It will cause more consumers will be attracted to buy our product. To conclude, the demand of our ceiling fan has increased that will cause the demand curve shifting outward or rightward. Due to CMCO, mostly people chose to just stay at home because the virus is still active out there. They would love to stay comfortably at home and they opted to improve their home, for example, buying more ceiling fan. It is because they started to realize that the usage of air conditioner will cause their electricity bill to rise, especially during the CMCO. Hence, the demand of the ceiling fan will rise and it will result to shifting outward of the demand curve.
Next, let's proceed with the law of supply. As we all know, supply is the ability and willingness to produce a particular product and service at a certain price level and time period. The law of supply states that when the price of a particular goods increase, the quantity supplied of that goods will increase, and when the price of goods decrease, the quantity supplied of that goods will also decrease, because the price and the quantity supplied have a positive relationship. As a supplier, our purpose is to gain more profits by increasing the price of goods, at once increasing the amount of quantity that will be offered in the market. As we can see in the diagram, it shows about the law of supply, which is the relationship between the price and the quantity supplied. The higher the price per unit, the higher the quantity supplied per unit. As an example, when the price increased from 110 ringgit to 150 ringgit, the quantity supplied will also increase from 50 to 250 per unit. Hence, it will cause the supply curve to become upward sloping. Next, the determinants of supply, which is the expectation of future price. In the near future, we will develop a new production technique that will improve our production of ceiling fans. We predicted that the price of ceiling fans per unit will decrease as the cost of production will decrease. So, as a seller, we will sell more ceiling fans today at the higher price so that we can gain more profits to help us to get through with this pandemic situation. Hence, it will cause the supply curve of ceiling fans will shift rightward or upward from S0 to S1. Movement upward. In this situation where CMCO are still ongoing, the price of ceiling fans per unit increased due to the extra operational cost that we had to bear. Our operational cost has been increased since the government did not allow the foreign workers to enter to our country. So, it affects the price of our products to increase. The price of ceiling fans per unit increased from 110 ringgit to 120 ringgit. Even the price increase, the consumers are still willing to buy our products as they need to stay indoor along the CMCO. So, the quantity supplied of ceiling fans per unit increased from 50 to 100 per unit. This will affect to the movement upward along the supply curve.
Price elasticity or demand measure the responsiveness of the change in quantity demanded due to the change in price. This MCO will need to visit the operation time and number of workers in order to follow SOP by the government. That result in the price of ceiling fans will increase from 110 ringgit to 120 ringgit, while the quantity demanded decrease from 250 to 200 units of ceiling fans. Thus, the customers are very responsive toward the change in price. Availability of substitute. Ceiling fans is a product that has many substitutes, hence the demand of our ceiling fans will become elastic. The consumer will buy another brand instead of ours if the price of our ceiling fans increase. Income, electricity or demand measure the responsiveness of the change in quantity demanded due to the change in income. Ceiling fans is a positive income in electricity or demand as it was a normal good. So, when the income increases, the quantity demand will also increase, but in a small amount compared to the increases in income. Cost, electricity or demand measure the responsiveness of the change in quantity demand of a product due to the change in price of a related product. During the outbreak of COVID-19, people tend to stay at home and needed to purchase ceiling fans to adapt with the windy weather. In this case, ceiling fans will be a substitute of air conditioner. So, if the price of air conditioner increase, the demand of our ceiling fans will also increase. Price, electricity or supply measure the responsiveness of the change in quantity supply due to the change in price. During CMCO, we are raising the quantity supply due to the high demand of our ceiling fans that result in the price of ceiling fans will increase to higher equilibrium price. So, when the price of ceiling fans increase from 130 ringgit to 140 ringgit, there is a large change in quantity supply, which is from 150 to 200 units of ceiling fans. Thus, our company will be very responsive toward the change in price. Level of technology. In producing our ceiling fans, we are using the latest technology as it improves our production efficiency. However, the cost of production is still increased, but the consumer are willing to buy our product because it was their wants and need. Thus, our production is faster and convenient that result in the price electricity will become elastic.
Market equilibrium will occur when there is intersection point between demand and supply curve. At this point, quantity demand are equal to quantity supply, and there will be no tendency for the price and quantity to change. Based on the graph, it shows that the market equilibrium for our products of ceiling fans occur at the price equilibrium of RM130 and at the quantity equilibrium of 150 units. Next, what is the difference between surplus and shortage? Surplus is a situation whereby quantity supplied is higher than quantity demand. For example, it will happen if we increase the price of our product higher than RM130. Shortage is a situation whereby quantity demand is greater than quantity supplied. For example, it will happen if we decrease the price of our products lower than RM130. Tax is imposed by the government to the producers or sellers in order to gain government revenue. But at the same time, the producers or sellers still can shift or pass the burden of paying tax to the consumers or users. The question now is, who burdens more of the tax? Is it producer or consumers? Tax per unit that government imposed to our company is RM20. In this case, the burden of tax falls more to our company since the demand is elastic, which means the buyer is really sensitive with the change in price. Based on the calculation, the producer have to pay more tax than consumer, which is RM15. However, the consumer only have to pay RM5. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.